So, a story about gears. This is the story of Sir Alexander Gear, the inventor of the gear. He lived in a small village in the outskirts of Switzerland. And Sir Alexander Gear had been working with metal all of his life. In fact, his work was of high quality and very well regarded, not only in his small town of Appenzell, but all the way to the border with Italy too. And sometimes he was commended works of precise caliber. So one day, the city decided that they wanted to build a train that could go up and down the mountains carrying merchandise and possibly even passengers. But they had a big problem. Some of the slopes of the mountains were too steep, and so the metal wheels of the train would start carrying the train higher and higher, but once it got to a point where it was too steep, the wheels would spin on itself and just grind against the train tracks, but the train couldn't keep moving up, and nobody knew what to do. So they called the highest minds and engineers, and they developed super strong ropes to pull the train with a system of weights that required water to fill some barrels, and that was one of the designs that was presented. And that would cost a ton of money. And then they thought about creating wheels with sandpaper for better grip, but that would destroy the train tracks very quickly. And so they even decided to try to pull a chain with some weight on the other side of the mountain, but that would be so long that at any point it could break. It would be really, really dangerous. And they didn't know what to do and how to solve their problems. The two villages needed to connect, and whoever could solve the engineering puzzle of how to get the heavy trains, up the steep mountain safely, and not just up, but also down, because when you have a train that's going down and it's too heavy and the train tracks are slippery, the train could speed out of control, and that could be a disaster. So you need a way to pull it up and also to break it when it's coming down. And then Sir Alexander Gear decided to present itself with a brilliant idea that he called the gear. And he presented the city with his new invention of a metal circle with teeth all around it that would grip from the trains into a special track that had grooves for those teeth. And that way the train could pull itself up and then brake when it was coming down. And it was brilliant, and how never anybody had thought about it before. And that was the invention of the gear by Sir Alexander Gear. The end.
Best story ever.
Good night, Pequeña.
Good. Can I use the music now?
Yes.
Thank you.